Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, September 29th, and I was just going to bring some fuel around and some extra grease so I could grease everything because I'm running out of tubes that I've kept over there. So I'm going to bring that around. And this is one of the first days that I really don't know what to do or what I want to do or the best way to do it. I'm so sick of fighting this gumbo, as you've seen in all these videos, previous videos. It just doesn't dry, and the underneath is still wet, the top will be dry, and you just start sinking, and I'm getting closer to the edge. So here's a shot from the other side just so you could see it. I just came over into the shade just to look from this side to see what I want to do. I do have to cut this down. It's a little bit high. Obviously, I'm going to wait till I get a dozer to do that. And so I was leaving it purposely high, but it seems like it's getting higher. I think it's going to be way higher than I need it to be. I really need to get the laser out and go shoot some elevations over there, but I just don't feel like doing that right now. So I don't know. When I get over there, I'm going to see. I'm gonna fuel it, grease it. I might try to get it down. I'll make another ramp because the ramp that I made the other day is already filled over. So I may make another ramp and get it down and just let the whole area dry and forget about it until I get a dozer so that I can actually know right where I'm working from. But I mean, you could kind of see, and I don't know if this camera doesn't like. Oh, that seems like it's focused. Well, we'll see. That doesn't look very good. But anyway, you can see, I just have that little bit. Where's my finger? I just have that little bit right there to do. But I have to move it all the way from down here. So what I think I might do, and I'm going to go up there and I'll show you, but I'm going to start, instead of leaving what I was going to do, I'm going to start from here and just start throwing all that back. I'm getting too close to the edge and I'm too high off the water. And I'm not comfortable with digging over my tracks sideways when I'm on a slope that is on muck that sinks, and then there's nothing in front of me and 10 feet to the water on the side of me. I just don't want to do that. So I think I'll show you when I get up there. I'll make another video, but I think I'm going to make myself a level spot and work from the west side being this end to the east side of the north road that way, and just dig it all up as much as I can, get myself a little bit lower, and I'll start this way. I can actually cut my slope in for where it'll be, and again, without having the top of it be exactly where it's supposed to be, I won't know that, but it'll be close enough. I'm not worried about if it's off a little bit. It's not going to matter. So I hate these days when I can't decide what's the best thing to do, but that's what I'm leaning to right now, because that's why I'm really not going to do anything today digging wise, because I'm going to give it another day. I'm going to give that another day to to dry out, and I may just bring, if that's the case, I may just come down and bring the machine back over to this side, and I got a lot to do on this side, but I could get started on it. I really wanted to finish that side before I came over here, but it may not be possible right now until I get the dozer in, until it dries out. And who knows, we could have a wet winter, a dry winter. Last year was a dry winter, but who knows. This has been a pretty dry summer until right when I want to get to the worst spot, and then we've had a lot of rain. So all right, well, that's enough yakking. I'll get over on the other side and I'll show a clip from over there of what I'm thinking. All right, here's a look from down below. So this is what I have to do. I bring the fuel cans. I climb up there. I cleared a way through, along, down. Like I said, these 3 trees got to come down. I was hoping to get this built up enough to get to them so I could put them kind of where the tractor is and get them underneath. But you can see, even from all that rain, look, this is still nasty. I don't even want to walk on it. So I mean, that's the height. I mean, that's like 10 feet. Right there is about 18 feet. But that's just, you know, stuff I've dug up. So this is where I'll make another ramp to come down. You can see where the ramp was, but I put some stuff there yesterday. And I'm sure it's still wet. It still looks wet. Yep. I mean, if I can sink it, it's got to still be wet. I mean, I'm not going to sink like you would some places, but that old girl will sink. So my new plan, well, one plan is I'm just going to come down. Here's a look. I may just come down here, pull a little bit of that back. I can dig up what's here and get it over there so I know what I've got. Or I may just take it down, track all the way back to the other side, and start working over there, which I hate to do because I'm not done. But again, you can't see depth, but I'm a long way from the water here, and this is still, I can feel it just from walking on it. So it lets me know, but that you do not want to drive on this because I will be sinking down. I'm just trying to show you a little bit from this perspective. But it is, my feet are squishing down. Not squishing, but enough that, you know, you got to think about it too. That machine weighs, you know, 60 when it's full of fuel. And a little bit of dirt that's stuck on it probably weighs 65,000 pounds. And you pull out a full scoop of that, double-sided, is, and with suction is probably pulling out 15,000 pounds worth of force. And then there's, you know, 10,000, 12,000 pounds in the bucket. And look at, see, this is still. So that's enough to sink the tractor down even farther. But so what I think I might do is work from over there, get my slope where it's got to be, and just start moving all this material, cut it down. I'll cut myself down this way, right in here. So cut myself a level spot and start throwing it all back from here to get this down. So I get closer to the water, I can get some more material out of it, and I'll work backwards with my slope. The problem with that is I don't know totally how much I need that way versus I could use it that way for the dam and all that. Because this stuff would work great in the dam. This blue gumbo and this gumbo would work great because it holds water and it packs nice, and it's already wet, so you can form it like Play-Doh till it dries. So this is again where I said what I don't know. What I don't know. What I want to do. And there's all my geese. I missed the landing. They just all landed before, but well, we'll see tomorrow. I'm going to let this dry today. I'm just coming to put some fuel in it. I'm going to grease the whole thing up. Last week I only greased the bucket. I didn't grease everything. So I got to do that before I use it tomorrow, and I'll make a decision tomorrow. I'll see. I'll drive on this, try to flip, at least get the rest of that flip back down. And I don't know. I wish this camera would give you a better depth perception of what it is, but I mean, I'm nowhere near. I mean, that right there is just about at the top of my head. So yep. So all right, well, that just give you a shot. I'm gonna go. I gotta make about 4 trips to bring up the fuel cans, fill it up, grease it, and let this dry out till tomorrow, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right, I'm trying to get a shot of this. It's gonna be one-handed, and you might not hear me, but I'm trying to track this in. Of course, I said I wasn't going to do anything other than put fuel in it and grease it up. But I said, well, let me track this in because I'm leaning towards bringing the machine to the other side. But as I'm tracking it in, I want to see if you could see this. Hold on. Got to do this one hand and it requires 2. Watch the ground. Let's let me back up a little bit. Hopefully you can see it. Watch the ground where the bucket hits. Watch the whole ground. I mean, can you see that? The whole thing looks like it's jello. Look what I did right there. I already tracked this in already a couple of times, but just me sitting here. Watch. Look at the ground. Hold on, I gotta move. Watch. Look at that. And this has been here for weeks. This is what nobody can understand. Probably you watch the video and you think, oh, what's the problem? Yeah, that's the problem. It's this material. Different to this part of the state, this state versus North Carolina versus Georgia. They all got different stuff. But this has been here, and this is why I can get nothing done. Okay? So just thought I'd point that out. So what I did to fix that situation is I worked myself backwards, and you can see, well, of course the shadow's there, but you can see the ruts. I mean, it's probably down and got a good, almost a foot. So what I'm doing is I'm jiggling, and I can't do it. I didn't bring a camera because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm jiggling the whole thing, and I'm almost able to jiggle it level. I'm kind of getting this soupy. It's not even soupy. It's just like jello. And like I said, it's been here for weeks and weeks. And it really, I mean, anyway, I just showing you. So I'm working my way back, just leveling it off so when it dries. And I'll probably have to do it again tomorrow, but at least by tomorrow and the rest of the day, this will dry out a little bit more. And I started making a ramp that way to get down. Hopefully that dries enough. I mean, I'll be able to get down. I won't be able to get back up. But like I said, I think I might just do what I can do over here, level out so it doesn't hold water, and then go start working on the other side. I'm kind of sick of this side already anyway, and I would be done if I didn't have to be doing this. And everybody'd probably want to watch something else anyway, so there'll be a lot to do on the other side. So, all right, I'm almost done. I'm going to shut it off for today, and I will be back in the morning. And if you want to see how this blue gumbo is, see if I can catch this on camera. Look at this. You can't even get it out of the, look at that. I try to just clean off the tracks a little bit, usually just with the hoe instead of the shovel. Look at this. That's, I already done, this is already done. Like, I can't even get it out with one hand. So you can see another thing. I hate to keep harping on it, but I don't think anybody really understands what this stuff is. Ugh. Nightmare. All right, so here's a walk out. So here's where I just was. You can see the tracks, kind of jiggled them. Jiggled it back level a little bit. I've got it pitched this way to let the water run. I'd rather have the water run towards the ditch than down there. I'm hoping tomorrow that I can get down here, and maybe I can reach that, but I won't be able to reach that. But I can get down there, just level that out so that the water will run off and not collect. And same thing over here. I mean, you can only track over it so many times, and then you just keep changing everything, like, because it just keeps moving. So I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do tomorrow is just do what I can do. I mean, you look over here. I mean, look at the dry stuff, and then you look at the wet stuff. I mean, this has been here for a week already. The other stuff's been here for months. So I started to make a ramp right here. It's too high to go down that way, and the trees are there anyway. So if this is drier, I'll come down this way. I'll grab some of that and just go right out. And I do want to dig that up as well, and flip it back. But I know I can get down, obviously. I can get down, but I don't think I'll be getting up here for a while. But I think I'm going to let this sit for a few months. There's no sense for me to come back up here until I have a dozer. There really isn't, because I I can do a lot with that instead of beating the machine up for doing stuff that I could do a lot faster with the dozer. And that'll give this a chance to settle and dry. But let me just come over here. So this is kind of why too I didn't want to bring the camera out, because I mean this side all looks the same. I'm sorry, I can only show you what I do. I say that all the time, but it is different, but it's not different. So I said, well, my narration is probably better than video, and I didn't even think I was going to do any of it. So I did get all here. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get these. Yeah, I definitely can get these trees down, because I can come over in here. And I'll get these 3 trees down, throw them down right there, and they'll be this way. They can start drying up, and they'll get covered anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like I said, the road is going to come out to about probably the middle of the roof of the tractor. So I have a lot of this that I can use for the slope here, and the rest of it all has to come from back over there. A lot of material here. I'm hoping I have enough. If I don't have enough, what I'm going to end up having to do is just slope it down gradually. I mean, if I get to about where the shadow is, I really was going to try to go to where the sun starts again up there around the corner. But if I can get to where the shadow starts over there, that'll be fine. I can slope it down to there. And but I'm going to need everything I can get out of here, that's for sure. But a lot of this I can push down as well. This is too high. That's why, like I said, if I had the dozer, but you couldn't even doze this. The dozer would get stuck. I'd be pulling it out non-stop over here. There's no way. So, all right, well, that's what I did for this one with really no video, but at least you can see. And I love it when it looks worse after you're done than it did before you started. But like I said, I can't get out there. I can't get anywhere. And if you saw how far I sunk down over here just trying to do this, it's like I said, I almost wish I had the cameras on, because you could have seen, but I guess you get the idea. So, all right, that's enough of that. If I use this as the ending clip, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. If not, well, then there'll be another one. So, you know how I go. Tangents. I shop at Tangents or Us. So, all right, catch you later.